And you can see a lot when you look at a name tag. And there's something that over the course of 12 years I didn't see until recently. I mean, this whole adventure, this whole narrative that I've shared with you today of starting with this idea and the hate mail and living in my parents' place, moving out, starting this business, trying to figure out where it fits in and designing different products for different companies. I mean, this whole thing originally was, I just need friends. I was the guy in college who didn't fit in, who didn't belong. It's like, I don't drink, so when you're in college and you're the guy who doesn't drink, nobody wants to be friends with you, unless you have keys. So having that perspective, I wore the name tag because I'm like, if I could just wear the name tag, I can make enough friends that I'll feel like I fit in. And it didn't really work. It kind of did, but I thought that belonging and fitting in meant you just got to be friends and you got to connect and network with as many people as possible. That's what I thought it took. Turns out that's not necessarily the best approach, because I never really belonged anywhere until I met her. Brittany danced into my life on August 25th of 2010. Dating Brittany is like dating a musical. Our celebrity power couple name is Scottney. And Team Scottney has been together now for just under 2 years. And when we first met on Match.com, which was a fantastic experience. Anyone know someone who's met someone on Match.com? Like, it's a lot more, cool, it's legitimate now. 5 years ago, it was like, you met a guy on the internet? But now it's like everyone knows someone. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's pretty high. It's great because it's like all of the advantages of stalking, like without the guilt. So we go online and we met on Match. That's their slogan, actually. We met on Match. And so the first time we got together, there's 2 reasons that I knew that Brittany was, this is it, this is where I belong. Okay, so we get together, and every girl I'd ever dated, all 6 of them, whenever we would engage and talk about the name tag, they would, are you gonna wear a name tag everywhere? Like, you go out to the club, really? And no one wanted to deal with it. But I show it to Brittany at the first date. Oh, why are you wearing a name tag? Well, going to this whole thing, and she goes, I'm a little concerned with your paper usage. As an environmentalist, that's her most important concern. Every other girl I ever dated, it was a mental objection. Hers, environmental. That's how I knew I was on the right track. And then, on our 5th date, she shows up with flowers, which is awesome. I was born on Valentine's Day. I know, that's why I'm such a sweetheart. So the romantic thing, like, I'm such a hopeful romantic. And so anytime someone does this, it just captures my heart. And so oh, flowers, like, awesome. She goes, they're not flowers. Really? I go, open it up. And so I look at the stem of this plant, and it's not flowers, it's Tabasco Slim Jims. Oh, somebody's been stalking me on Facebook. I love Tabasco Slim Jims. I don't care. Those things are the sweet nectar of God. And that right there, I was like, this is it. This has got to be the one. And it was later confirmed because we moved from St. Louis to New York about 4 months ago. It was this terrifying, scary thing to do this together, but we wanted to do it together. And you know what's cool? The coolest part about the whole thing is when we're together, I forget that I'm wearing a name tag. We don't need 1 million people to belong. We need one. I wonder what would happen if you were that one. To the new member, the new client, the new employee. What if you could be the one person that made that person feel like they belonged? I mean, there's nothing less boring than that. That's the greatest marketing technique in the world. Make people feel like they belong. My name is Scott. I wear a name tag every day of my life, and here's what it really says. I'm a human being, I'm a citizen of the world, and I belong everywhere. I believe consistency pays, commitment counts, and I believe that anonymity is bankruptcy. But I also believe that mattering is a choice. I believe that friendly changes everything but costs nothing, and I believe that ideas are free, but only execution is priceless. So thanks for being here, and thanks for being my friend.